in Italy, it was also another, two rivals are being pinched against each other. It was the Derby d'Italia between Inter Milan, who were playing at home, at the Giuseppe Meazza against AC Milan. And guess what? Against all odds, it was AC Milan that carried the day by 2-1. Very shocked by that scoreline.
I was really shocked, yes, because the connoisseurs and the pundits of the game did believe that at the end of the day, AC Milan has no firepower to win a match. I was surprised because.
But did you tip AC Milan too? Did you give them a dog chance to win that game?
No, that's why I did indicate that per my perspective, per the analysis that I've been able to do, you don't give AC Milan any chance to win.
Okay.
At best you could say that they could go down by 2 goals or a lone goal.
Okay.
But for them to come out winners was a bit surprising to me personally. But you see, that is the beauty of football.
Yeah.
Well, when you least expect it, upheavals happen. When you least expect it, what's the name? Surprises do happen. And on the day, AC Milan played their hearts out. Remember that this season they've not started well, but against Inter Milan, they are eternal rivals. They proved that yes, that is going to be a turning point. And they went to the what's the name? Giuseppe Meazza, and were able to get 3 points. And you see, the hierarchy at AC Milan is in turmoil because one, they've not started the season well. Two, they've brought in so much quality. They've brought in quality to the extent that they should be fighting with Inter Milan and Juventus for the title. But where they are currently does not befit the quality that they have. So winning against Inter Milan just tells you that what? If they are able to keep the momentum up, the reason for which they've been able to bring in so much quality would be proven right. But I think that is just a tumble for Inter Milan because they are still by far the best team when it comes to the Italian Serie A. And for me, I think that they're going to pick up from there, get a couple of wins. And you see, the reason for the win against Inter Milan would not be felt if AC Milan is not able to build on that, because their next matches against Lecce, if they are not able to get 3 points at Lecce, then the import of winning against Inter Milan will be not.
All right, so that could be nullified. But let's move to Spain, where crunch games over the weekend and also in midweek, where Real Madrid, were victors over Espanyol over the weekend by 4-1, and then in midweek it was a 5-goal thriller again at home against Alaves, where after going 3-0 up, they sat aloof and Alaves, just put 2 back. But you're looking at this Madrid team and it looks like Mbappe is gradually, finding his form and he's feeling more at home, isn't he?
Yeah, yes, Mbappe is feeling at home, but at the end of the day, is there going to be any doubt about Mbappe not feeling at home?
Perhaps the system to accommodate him.
No, you see, I have always indicated that Carlo Ancelotti is an octogenarian. Is one of the best coaches at trying to devise a system to fit players. He's done it as what's the name AC Milan, where you had so much talent. You had Seedorf, you have Ronaldinho,
Kaká.
You had Beckham, you had Kaká, you have what's the name Inzaghi. So at the end of the day, it's all about the integration. And the first 2-3 matches he was not able to bring his A game to the squad, but from there, the trajectory has been good. He's been getting goals and assists, and it's not just getting goals and assists, but he's playing well as well. And there's now an understanding between the front four: Rodrigo, Vinicius, Mbappe, and then Jude Bellingham. Because you look at the pass that he gave Bellingham for Bellingham to return with that assist. I mean that one-touch assist. So it just tells you that yes, there's going to be an understanding that it is not an overload of stars. It is just time and understanding, and they are now getting it because they are so far unbeaten. It is not 100% record, but they are unbeaten, and that goes to up their spirit. That goes to add to their what's the name their desire to retain their championship. And remember that before Mbappe did come in, they were already champions. They won the Champions League. They won the Spanish La Liga. So he's just coming to add his bit to it. And they are to me on the right path.
All right, back to the opposite side, where Barcelona also traveled to the Estadio de la Ceramica. Villarreal, they won by 5-1. Lewandowski still banging in the goals, and then in midweek against Getafe at home, Lewandowski getting the all-important goal to win them 3 points. They still have a 100% record, and based on what you're doing, you think you'd put them ahead of Real Madrid maybe to win the league?
That is a difficult one to analyze, but
Already they have a good squad, 4 points clear.
no, they have a good squad, but you see, when it comes to depth, when it comes to quality, you can compare the quality of Barcelona to the quality of Madrid. You understand? I mean, Madrid had so much quality comparably to Barcelona, but you see, if you want the match critically, you want to analyze the match between Barcelona and Villarreal, the scoreline did not do justice to the match.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, because Villarreal did play some fantastic football. Where if they were clinical, that match would have ended maybe in a draw, because they spun so many chances that they could have taken. But you see, that is where it boils down to the experience of the squad.
Okay.
You have Lewandowski, who is one of the best center forwards or strikers in the past decade, right?
Yeah.
And you've gotten a squad being coached by Hansi Flick. You understand? I mean, I'm not going to say Hansi Flick is a seasoned coach, but he's won the Champions League. He was the trouble at Bayern. So you can say he's got quality. But at the end of the day, his squad is not comparable to Madrid. But what the most important thing is the fact that he's been able to find an understanding. You see, Josiah, I have always said that even if you are not the best coach in the game, if you are able to have a tactical plan that the players can understand and implement to the best of their ability, you don't have a problem. The next phase will be to have a plan B, right? Should you have injuries? Should you have suspensions? Should you have problems breaking down teams? What is going to be the plan B? And that is what Hansi Flick has been able to get. Because, you see, there's a clear difference between what they are doing this season and what Xavi did last season.
Okay.
That Xavi was holding the ball, playing the tiki-taka game. Hansi Flick is more direct. And that is what the players are happy with, because Yamal has come out to say that what they are more entwined, they are more happy with a direct approach instead of trying to keep the ball and then break down opposition defenses. But here they get a ball and within 2, 3, 4 passes, they are in the attacking third of the position half. So that is something that the players have grown to appreciate, because it gives you more fluidity, it gives you more attacking urge, it gives you more opportunities to create goals, and that is what attacking players like to do. You understand? Instead of trying to hold and keep the ball without end products. And that's exactly what Hansi Flick has been able to implement. But to say that they've got the edge when it comes to winning the league, I would say that it is early this yet. They have a 4-point gap between them and Madrid.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the depth as to which team is going to be able to sustain their onslaught, their attack on the Spanish La Liga, I think that is going to be a tough ask.
But who is winning the league?
No, it is too early. It is too early. It is too early to call.
All right, so I think I'm only for says it's too early to call, but I think if you're a STUNS fan of any of these teams, then perhaps maybe you could share a different idea or a different view from what my panelist is saying here. Who do you think is already winning the league? Barcelona, after 7 games, they're on 21 points, 100% record, and the coach Hansi Flick, he's doing some fantastic job over there. But for Real Madrid, it's still the Galacticos, yes, an array of stars, but it's been a slow start from them, yet they're unbeaten by 4 points behind their beatrice rivals, Barcelona. So if you're a Real Madrid fan, perhaps you'd be thinking that Kylian Mbappe and Vini Jr. could fire the Los Blancos to the title. If you're a Barcelona fan, you'd be thinking, yes, there's Lamine Yamal, there's Lewandowski, and perhaps Hansi Flick with that vast experience could also be useful. So let's have your say in the comment section, and like I said earlier on, we'll be reading them in the subsequent editions of the show. Thanks for having you, and bye.